The topic of games getting free upgrades onto the PlayStation 5 from the PlayStation 4 has been a big talking point. We still don't know if every game is going to support it. Actually, we pretty much know that not every game is going to support it. I mean, I can crap on NBA 2K20 again, but the only way to get an upgrade from the PS4 to the PS5 version of the game is if you buy the $100 edition of the game. But thankfully, there are some publishers that are going to be kind to gamers' wallets, and they're going to allow for free upgrades from the PS4 to PS5, and I want to highlight 10 of those games that are going to offer free upgrades. Alright, first of all, Assassin's Creed Valhalla will be giving you a free update. It seems like Ubisoft is actually being pretty good with the update paths of, their games that they're coming out with on the PlayStation 4, just because they're releasing a slew of games on the PS4. We'll go over a couple of them in just a little bit, but AC Valhalla, definitely one of the biggest games they're releasing, if not the biggest game they're releasing this year. The gameplay I've seen, I'm not completely sold on the game, but you guys know how I feel about Assassin's Creed since the shift of the game stylistically. Not my cup of tea. I will give Odyssey and Origins credit for fundamentally having gigantic game worlds and being enjoyable games to an extent. But if you've been following this channel, you know why I'm not as high on those games as some other people. Nevertheless, Valhalla is a game that's definitely going to have my interest leading up to its release. I just hope it delivers, and it does have some promising elements to it, so we'll see how that turns out, and if nothing else, you'll get an upgrade from PS4 to PS5. Alright, CyberPunk 2077, we knew that it was going to be a part of Xbox's smart delivery, but yes, you will be getting a free upgrade from PS4 to PS5. Super exciting as far as that game is concerned. This is coming out November 17th, so it'll be interesting to see how the release pattern for the PlayStation 5, the console release itself pans out, just because I could easily see the PS5 being out prior to November 17th, so it'll be interesting to see, are we just gonna, end up getting this game on November 17th and having our PS5 already? Is the PS5 gonna come out after November 17th? That's gonna be a big talking point. Nevertheless, if you're gonna be playing Cyberpunk 2077 on your PS4, rest assured that you will ultimately be able to play it on the PS5, no problem. And CD Projekt Red has also been vocal about the fact that they are going to be putting out an update that's going to accentuate the power of the next generation consoles. That's not going to be coming till 2021, but still, as far as the game being playable and seeing some facelifts early on, that's going to be apparent on the PS5 right from the get-go. But in 2021, they will be releasing a full-fledged update, and that update will be free as well. Also, Destiny 2 will be getting an upgrade to the PS5. Bungie seems to be doing a lot of things right, as they are now splitting off on their own. It seems like they're taking Destiny really seriously. They won't be making Destiny 3, rather they will continue to release upgrades and updates for Destiny 2, and one of those updates will be a PlayStation 5 update, so that'll be cool to see. I know a lot of people have already soured on Destiny, and it's not their cup of tea at this point. It's a game that I find myself always being kind of ebbs and flows. Sometimes Destiny is going to be hot, sometimes Destiny is not. However, if Bungie remains committed, if they continue rolling out content, depending how that content itself is received and perceived, that's ultimately what's going to make Destiny 2 a compelling experience to at least try out again. And it's one of those games, much like a No Man's Sky, a Final Fantasy XIV, it's going to get those updates that can easily make the game even more compelling at any given moment. Next up, we have Codemasters Dirt 5. So yes, this will be getting an upgrade to the PlayStation 5. Excited to see this from Codemasters because they're not the most notable developer in the world, but the fact that they're still doing consumer-friendly things like offering free upgrades, that's something I really like to see. Look, it's going to be easy for a Ubisoft, a gargantuan publisher like that, to offer free updates like that, but for a Codemasters, maybe it would be a little bit more difficult, but hey, they're going above and beyond, and they're going to be offering Dirt 5 as a PS5 upgrade, so that's great to see. Speaking of Ubisoft with AC Valhalla, Far Cry 6 is going to be getting an upgrade as well. This will be out February 21st of 2020, so it's not like Far Cry 6 is coming out, prior to the release of the PlayStation 5, so if you're picking up the PS5 at launch day, you're going to be, playing the PS5 version anyway. Don't really know to call it the PS5 version, or if it's the PlayStation 5 PS4 upgraded version, whatever you want to call it. Far Cry 6 will be completely playable on your PS5, and that's great to see. Marvel's Avengers, another one of the major games that's releasing this year, will be playable on your PS5, no problem, and it will be seeing PS5 upgrades and everything like that. Marvel's Avengers, to me, is a game that's still a little bit rough around the edges. However, I'm really hoping that this game turns out well. Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal, incredibly talented studio. Square Enix needs to establish new IPs that are going to compel gamers and be franchises that they can rely on, and Avengers initially is going to have that reception that it's going to be a game that a lot of people are going to check out, but ultimately it does need to be a good game as well. And I've just seen it with Square Enix quite a bit recently, whether it's Left Alive, whether it's Quiet Man. They've been trying to establish these franchises and IPs, however, it hasn't been going all that well. Obviously, the Japanese side of things, FF7 Remake is going to kill it. Dragon Quest is always going to be there. Nier is going to be there, but we need some Western IPs, and Marvel's Avengers can really be something of that sort. Watch Dogs Legion, of course, releasing later this year. We'll be getting a PlayStation 5 upgrade, fully playable on the PlayStation 5. That's great to see. Watch Dogs, I know, is another franchise that maybe isn't everyone's cup of tea. I think a lot of people played the first Watch Dogs and were a bit turned off by it. Watch Dogs 2, I thought, was a substantially better game, and unfortunately, I don't know, maybe this is just my own perception. It didn't seem like a lot of people gave Watch Dogs 2 a chance, even though it turned out to be a great game. Obviously, it did well enough where Ubisoft did justify the release of another Watch Dogs game. Watch Dogs Legion has some interesting mechanics to it, but more important than anything else in regards to this video, it will be getting a PlayStation 5 upgrade. Couple sports titles I do want to know. FIFA 2021, which will be getting a PS5 upgrade. It's FIFA. You already know if you're going to be in or out on that one. And Madden NFL 21. Now, why I want to mention this is the dichotomy between these games and NBA 2K21. I mean, come on, all sports games should be getting free upgrades. That should be a no-brainer. And also, sports games should not be going up to $70 given the fact that they're already making a killing off of these games. It's just a little bit questionable that these games are going up to $70 given that Ultimate Team just rakes in so much money. The microtransactions are disgusting in these games. And look, if people want to spend money on the microtransactions, more power to them. That's their money. I'm not here to judge them on that. However, can you make the game $60 for everyone else? I get it that they're still probably going to sell pretty well, and I've been kind of beating that horse dead at this point. But nevertheless, FIFA 21, Madden 21 will be getting PS5 upgrades. And lastly, Rainbow Six Siege aligning up with the other Ubisoft upgrades. Rainbow Six Siege has been one of the standard bearers in terms of quality FPSs. Maybe not quality is the right word, but at least in popularity, for a first-person shooter to continue persisting 5 years after its release, it's got to be doing something right. I know that there's been updates here and there where R6 Siege has turned off more people than it drew in. However, it's been a consistent experience over the last 5 years, and that's impressive if nothing else. And that's going to conclude this video. Again, the upgrades to the PlayStation 5 always make the generational transition a lot easier. We know that Microsoft is fully on board, and every game is going to seemingly be getting an upgrade and be playable on the Series X. However, with the PlayStation 5, still a little bit dicey at this point, but with these games, they are going to be getting PS5 upgrades. Wish we just had full-on smart delivery. Nevertheless, something like this is going to be compelling if it is a lot of games getting these upgrades. Anyway, that's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.